Might be time to take a break from 7 on Sunday. Yeah, it might be time for a little bit of a break. I always tell myself when it started to feel like, I don't know, it just might be time for a break. Oh, severe thunderstorm warning issued for Maplewood. If my power goes out, that's why. Or if the video goes away real quick, apparently there's thunderstorms going on. Just got a notification from my Weather Channel app. Of course, it could just be my mood talking. Yeah, currently experiencing kind of a crummy one. So it might just be that you'll see me back here next week like nothing happened. Yeah, me too. Just kind of blah. I almost canceled tonight, but I don't want to cancel 2 weeks in a row. I usually only cancel for legitimate reasons, but tonight it was just like, oh, jeez, I just need not to do this tonight, but I feel guilty if I ever just don't do it, you know, for sort of flimsy reasons. So I decided that I'm done here. I'm gonna go get some Reuben sandwich fixins and treat myself. So late night Reuben. Sea salt, potato chips, and some pickles. So right now, all I'm thinking about is how much I want a Reuben. Likely I won't take a break from this, though. I've felt this way a couple of times over the last couple of years, and then the very next week I'll have like a really great experience doing 7 Times Sunday. It'll erase all of my moodiness about the process. Not that there's a lot of it, but there will come a time when I do stop. Whoops. Oh, geez, let's get this up. Well, you know, it's weird because it's never the same. You know, for the most part, I wouldn't do this if I didn't want to do it. It's you know, this is not something that I have to do or that really even, you know, brings me, you know, income or anything. It's something that I do for, you know, for fun, really. I mean, this is like my convention time. This is my time sitting drawing quick sketches for people, and that's I enjoy that, and usually you guys chat with me for the duration, and I have a really good time on 7 Times Sunday. That helps, but I mean, for the most part, I think with 7 Times Sunday, it's mostly regulars. You know, it's a regular crowd for 7 Times Sunday. But my experience on 7 Sunday, good or bad, it's usually dependent upon a factor of things. It's never one thing. You know, I could have some great requests and just feel like I'm drawing badly, and it'll be bad for me, or I can be in a great mood and still not, and be drawing badly, but really enjoying the chat, and so I don't care how things turn out so much. And then there are days like one, I think I had one a few weeks ago, where it was just like everything clicked. I felt like I was drawing really well, had some fun requests, the chat room was buzzing. Yeah, I just got my first couple of commission requests in a while, actually, so I hear you. But I mean, I've done this. This is the 86th time I've done 7/7 Sunday in the last 2.5 years. I think I started doing this in 2009. 2009. I think it was early 2009 that I started doing this. Maybe March. I don't know. But I mean, there's no chance that every time at bat is going to be great in terms of how I think I'm drawing, or the requests, or the chat room. It's all it's a toss-up. I can tell you that when there's chat going on, I'm usually in feeling better about the process, no matter how no matter what I'm drawing or how I'm drawing. I enjoy chatting with you guys. Arthur, in terms of like theme nights, I'm not sure that would help me. One of the things I have been really happy about with regard to 7/7 Sundays, I've sold out every single time. Every single time I've done this, I've had 7 requests. Or I think a couple of times I've had to do like one or two people get 2, but for the most part, I've never come here and found that I'm doing less than 7, and that's been great. I mean, the fact that that's happened makes me really happy, and that's one of the reasons why any sort of frivolous cancellation on my part always makes me feel a little guilty, because it's like, well, this has become something that people show up for, and if I don't show up just because I'm having a bad day, then what does it say about my professionalism? Variety does help. It's always harder to, especially because they're headshots, so there's not much I can do that's different in terms of how these look. Although I do feel that this version of this Catwoman is turning out very different. But I mean, for the most part, it's tough to keep it fresh if it's all the same characters over and over. And I can never predict what I'll enjoy drawing and what I won't. That's one of the fun things about 7/7 Sunday, is that it's unpredictable for the most part. Yeah, for the most part, considering, like I said, this is number 86. Considering that I have done this so many times, it is amazing that there haven't been that many repeats. I'm pretty sure I've drawn Catwoman in one form or another, about 5 or 6 times, and I know that I've done a Julie Newmar specific Catwoman in the recent past. Not just because the search is still in my laptop Google search. I was like, oh, okay. I enjoyed doing the Zelda ones. That was fun because I'm a Zelda fan. And see, now I'm already feeling better because you got the chat going. I really appreciate that. I hope you guys don't think. I always feel bad when somebody comes into my chat room and says, "Well, I didn't want to say anything because I don't want to distract you." And it's like, no, that actually helps. That helps me feel. I like chatting with you guys. I like that's part of the process to me. Working alone can get a little bit. It's tough sometimes. I enjoy the connection that I get from chatting with you guys. So never think that you're distracting me. Trust me. Yeah, what characters? Don't. I think sometimes when it comes to cartoon characters, it's tougher to do a stylized version because they're already stylized. But I do try. I do try to put my own spin on it. Yeah, and it's tough. Like today, when you were in my chat room from my earlier Artcast, I know you felt bad because you went away and you were still in the chat room. Luckily, I wasn't just talking to nobody because I wasn't saying anything. But I do appreciate if you are going to be in the chat room that you talk with me. So this might be fun, depending on who they are. When it comes to very stylized cartoon characters, like with Mario, I tried to put my own spin on it, as much as I could. But that might be fun. But I mean, with 7/7 Sunday stuff, I think you guys know at this point. For the most part, I draw whatever's requested. I can't remember the last time I had to. Have I ever had to turn down a request for politics? I don't think I ever have. I think it's been a rule from get-go, so nobody's ever tried to get one passed. And I think I've only ever denied a character if it was like a bucket head, and it was like, nope. Here, I want another shot at Herman Munster. I feel like I whiffed that one. I was so upset with myself on that one. I was happy with how Lily turned out, but for some reason, because Herman Munster's head is so, tall, I think I screwed up the spacing and it didn't look like him. But I had turned on a Boba Fett. It might be time to lift the Buckethead embargo on Boba Fett and Darth Vader. but I think I've because of the way I've drawn them in certain digital commissions, I think I've gotten to a point where I feel like I can stylize them. But I still, I will say this: I'm not a fan of drawing R2-D2 or that kind of droid for 7/7 Sunday. That's fine. I actually just had a conversation with somebody about the Addams Family. I was never a fan of the TV show or the movies, but I used to actually go to the library when I was a kid and get those big hardcover collections of the cartoons of Charles Addams, which is what the Addams Family was based on. I used to love the Charles Addams cartoons. They weren't strips. They were like single panel illustrations, kind of like a precursor to the Far Side. They were black and white illustrations, really beautiful. If you ever get a chance to check out Charles Addams' cartoons, he did them for I want to say the New Yorker or Playboy early on, but they always had it's really dark humor, and they always had an edge that I never thought was well represented by the TV show or even the movies. It was just and not just his. It wasn't called the Addams Family in the cartoons. It was just this family that he drew, and the family was named after him. But the cartoons were just great. Really twisted stuff. Now, see, I was never a fan of the TV show. It's just, I don't know why, but I love the cartoons.